Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly, and today our topic is how to create email drafts using Google Sheets. So suppose I am adding the detail of new orders that I am receiving from my customer in my Google Sheet. And now what I want is that I want to capture all these order details, and by using all these details, I want to create a new email draft in my Gmail account. So for my objective, I have to build a connection between Google Sheets and Gmail. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. Now with Pabbly Connect, what I want is that as I'm going to add the detail of a new order in my Google Sheet, then automatically by using that detail, I'm going to create a new email draft in my Gmail account. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can create email drafts from Google Sheet. So suppose we are receiving new orders and we are adding all the detail of the order in our Google Sheet. Now what we want to do is that we want to use all these detail of the order, and by using these detail we want to draft a new email in our Gmail account for our customer to let them know that we have successfully received their order and we are going to deliver that order till the expected date. So every time we receive a new order, then automatically we will draft an email in our Gmail account with all the detail of the new order from our Google Sheet. So for this, we will simply create a connection and automation between Google Sheet and Gmail with the help of Pabbly Connect. So with the help of Pabbly Connect, we are going to build this connection without any coding and programming skills. Now with Pabbly Connect, automatically whenever we are going to add a new detail of an order in our Google Sheet, then automatically by using those details, we are going to draft a new email for our customer. So for using Pabbly Connect, we need to search for pabbly.com/connect in our browser, and it will take us to this landing page of Pabbly Connect. Now here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If we don't have any account with Pabbly Connect, then we can just click on sign up for free button, and it will take only 2 minutes of our time, and we will get 100 tasks free every month. Or if we already have an account, we can just sign in and we will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I need to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect, and this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now here what I need to do is I need to create a new workflow, and for that I'm going to click here on this Create Workflow button, and this window will pop up. Now here I need to name my workflow, so I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to create email drafts using Google Sheets. And now what I need to do is I need to select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So I'm going to open this tab, and in this tab I will find all the folders that I have in my Pabbly Connect account. And here I have this particular folder of Gmail, so I'm going to select this. And now I need to click on create. And this will take us to this window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow, and action will just follow that. So we need to set up our trigger first, and here my trigger application is going to be Google Sheets. So I'm going to search for that, and here I'm going to select Google Sheets. And now I need to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab, and new or updated spreadsheet row will be my trigger event. So I'm going to select this. And now I need to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in my workflow. And for that, I'm going to use this webhook URL. So this webhook URL is going to work as a bridge between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Now for connecting these two applications, I need to follow all these instructions. And first I need to copy this webhook URL. Now I need to take you back to my Google Sheet. And here this is my spreadsheet that is named as draft emails, and I'm going to use this particular spreadsheet and I'm going to connect this with Pabbly Connect. So for connecting this particular spreadsheet, what I need to do is I need to go to extensions, and I need this particular extension of Pabbly Connect webhooks. So if we don't have this particular extension, then what we need to do is we need to go to add-ons. We need to open get add-ons, and here it will take us to Google Workspace Marketplace. Here we need to search for our extension, that is Pabbly Connect webhook. So I'm going to search for that, and here our extension will look like this. So we need to install this particular extension, and I have already installed this. So I'm going to close this, And after installing our extension, what we need to do is we need to first refresh our spreadsheet. And after refreshing, what I need to do is I need to go back to extensions and we will see our extension here. So this is my extension of Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and in this I'm going to open initial setup. Now here in initial setup, what I need to do is I need to connect this sheet 1, that is my only sheet in my spreadsheet. And for connecting this sheet, what I need to do is I need to give a webhook URL and trigger column. Now here in this tab of webhook URL, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the webhook URL that I've copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here. And now I need to give a trigger column. So the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my spreadsheet, I have this last data entry column, that is column F, and this is going to be my trigger column. So I'm going to type my column here, that is going to be column F. And now what is going to happen is that as I will add a new row with my order details, and as I'm going to fill this column of column F, then automatically the data of that whole row will be sent to the webhook URL. And here I've added my webhook URL of Pabbly Connect. So all this data is going to send to Pabbly Connect. Now what I need to do is I need to click on send test. And here I've sent my data successfully. Now I'm going to click on submit. And here my setup is configured successfully. Now I'm going to close this. And here I've sent the data of this first row automatically to Pabbly Connect as my test data. Now as I've sent my test data, what I want is that as I'm going to add new row with my order details, then automatically I want that data should be sent to Pabbly Connect. So for this, I need to go back to extensions. I'm going to open my extension of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And in this, I have this option of send on event. So I'm going to enable this. And after enabling this option, what is going to happen is that as I'm going to add new rows in my spreadsheet with my order details, then automatically all these new rows detail will be sent to Pabbly Connect. Now let me take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here in Pabbly Connect, we can see I have received this response. So in this response, I have my trigger column, that is column F. I have my spreadsheet name, that is draft emails. Also in this, I have my product name, that is Y Crew Polo T-shirts. I have my order ID. I have my name, that is demo user. I have the expected date for delivery, that is of 17th of June. I have my email address, that is demouser@pabblytours.com. I have my order amount, that is of 999 rupees. Now what I need to do is I need to use all these details and I need to draft an email for my customer, and I need to tell them that their order will successfully get delivered till the expected date. So for that, what I need to do is I need to set up my actions tab. Now here for my action application, I'm going to use Gmail. So I'm going to search for that and I'm going to select Gmail here. Now I need to give an action event, so I'm going to open this tab and create draft will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. And now I need to connect Gmail with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection and I will connect with Gmail. Now here I need to click on continue to give access to my account. So I'm going to click here and I have successfully connected Gmail with Pabbly Connect. Now here for drafting an email, what I need to do is I need to fill all these tabs. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a template that I have already created for sending emails to all my customers. So here I'm going to use that template email, and here I'm going to give my email subject. So my email subject will be confirmation of your order and delivery details. So this is going to be my email subject. And now what I need to do is I need to give a recipient email addresses. So here for the recipient email addresses, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the email address of my customer that I have received my order from. And I'm going to get the email address of my customer from a response of Google Sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that response and I'm going to map that response here in this tab. So for that I need to use mapping. And what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous steps, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I need to click here. I will open the response of Google Sheets. And here this is the email address of my customer. So I'm going to map this. Now what I need to do is I need to scroll down, and here I need to give my sender name. So here for the sender name, I'm going to use the name of my company. So I'm going to type my sender name here, and that will be Pabbly. And you can use any sender name that you want. Now I need to select my email content type. So I'm going to use plain as my email content type, and if you want to send your email as HTML content, then you can select HTML too. So I'm going to select plain here, and now I'm going to give my email content. So here I'm going to type the template of my email that I have created for sending emails to all my customer. So I'm going to type my template here. So here this is going to be my email content, and in this email content I have given my template of the email that I'm going to use to create a draft in my Gmail account for my customer. So here I have this email, and in this I have all these details like the customer name, order ID, product name, amount, expected delivery date. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all these brackets, and I'm going to map all these details from my Google Sheet response, so that every time I receive a new response from my Google Sheet, then automatically all these details can get changed with the detail of my new customer and the order, and I can draft new emails every time for the new customer. So here I'm going to map the name of my customer. So I'm going to open the response of Google Sheet, and here this is the name of my customer, so I'm going to map this. Now similarly I'm going to clear this bracket of order ID. Now here I'm going to map my order ID, so I'm going to open this response, and here this is my order ID. Now I'm going to follow the same step, and I'm going to map the customer name. Now I'm going to map the product name. So my product name is Y Crew Polo T-shirts, so I'm going to map this. Now I'm going to map the amount, so I'm going to clear this bracket of amount, and here this is my amount, that is 999 rupees. Now I'm going to map the expected delivery date, and my expected date of delivery will be 17th of June. Now again here I have this bracket of expected delivery date, so I'm going to clear this, and I'm going to map the expected date. Now here we can see that I have mapped all the required details, and now as I have mapped these details, I have made these details dynamic. So as I'm going to receive the new response from my Google Sheet with all my detail of customer and the order, then automatically as I'm going to receive the new response, then these details that I have mapped here are going to get replaced with the new detail in the real time. Now here this is going to be my email content, and I have filled all the required details. So what I need to do is I need to scroll down, and I need to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we can see I have received this response. So this is a positive response, and this means that I have created a new draft for my customer in my Gmail account. So to check this, let me take you to Gmail. I will go to Draft, and here in Drafts we can see I have drafted this new email. So I'm going to open this, and here this is my email that I have drafted for demo user, that was my customer. And here this is my subject, that is confirmation of your order and delivery details, and this email is going to be sent to this particular email address, and this was the email address of my customer that has placed my order, and I have the details in my Google Sheet. Also in this email I have all these details that I have added in my Google Sheet, like the order ID, I have the name of my customer, that is demo user, product name is Y Crew Polo T-shirt, amount is 999 rupees, and the expected delivery date is 17th of June. So here we can see that I have used all the detail of my order from my Google Sheet, and automatically I have drafted this email in my Gmail account. So here as I'm going to add the new detail of my order in my Google Sheet, then automatically by using all those details, I'm going to draft a new email for my customer, and after finalizing that email, I can send that drafted email back to my customer, and like this I can automatically draft email for my customer every time I receive a new order. So like this, I'm going to save a lot of time and energy. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to close this. I will go back to Google Sheet, and to check this again, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add a new row with the detail of a new order. So here my email will be testuser@pabblytudes.com. Now I need to give a name. So my customer name will be test user. I'm going to give an order ID. I'm going to give a product name. So my product name will be Inox 11. I'm going to give the amount, that will be 10,000 rupees, and I'm going to give the expected date, that will be 20th of June. As I filled all these details of my order in a new row, then what should happen is that automatically by using all these details of my order, a new email should be drafted in my Gmail account. So to check this, let me take you back to Gmail. I'm going to refresh this, and here we can see I have drafted this new email. So I'm going to open this, and here we can see that I have used all the detail of my customer and the order that I have just added in my Google Sheet to draft this email. So here I have the customer name, that is test user, I have the order ID, I have the product name, that is INUX11, and I have the amount of 10,000 rupees. Expected date is 20th of June, and this is my email subject, that is confirmation of your order and delivery details. So here we can see that by using all the detail of my order and my customer from my Google Sheet, I'm going to draft new emails for my customer to give the confirmation that we have successfully received their order and we are going to deliver their order till the expected date. So as I have drafted this email, I can finalize this email and I can send this automatically back to my customer. So here my connection between Google Sheet and Gmail is working successfully, and by using Google Sheet, I'm going to draft new emails for my customers. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and here I have built this connection and this automation between Google Sheets and Gmail for creating email drafts using Google Sheets. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger, and my trigger application was Google Sheets, and my trigger event was new or updated spreadsheet row. Then I have set up my action step, and my action application was Gmail, and my action event was create draft. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there. And thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this by using Pabbly Connect. So if you want to reach out to us, then email us at support@pabbly.com. And if you have any queries, then you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any issue with the pricing, then you can visit this link. And if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.